What's up, everybody? Sorry if my eyes look bloodshot, having really bad allergies with these pollen and shit going on. But today's video is going to be about loneliness, that topic, and what I think about it. So, how I look at it as, we're human beings. We all need interaction. We all need some time alone. Everyone needs that one day where they're just to themselves to have some peace of mind. But I feel like at some point you need to have interaction. And this doesn't just go for humans. This goes for animals too. Animals have depression. Believe it or not, people say, animals don't have any, how can I put it? Like, animals don't have any thoughts. Like, in other words, they can't talk, so they think they're stupid, when truly that's not the case. Yes, they can't talk, but it doesn't mean they don't suffer from sadness, depression, They have emotions. For example, when you come home from work or wherever you come home from, a dog, let's say you have a dog, they get excited. Their tail starts wagging back and forth. They get excited because they love you, They miss you and they're excited to see you're back. So it goes to show you right there, animals do have emotions. The only thing they slack is talk, speaking. That's one thing they can't do. But does that mean they don't have feelings, emotions, things like that? Absolutely. Absolutely not. They do. They do have emotions. They feel basically the same as what we feel, But we think since, we could talk, we know what's right and what's wrong. Animals don't. To a certain extent, maybe they don't. You get some stupid animal, for example, that will go in front of oncoming traffic. But there's things animals do know that we think they don't know, when in fact we're wrong. But basically what I'm trying to put this as, we all need interaction. We all need interaction. That doesn't just go for humans. That goes for animals too. When something's alone, after a while it just gets depressed. We all need alone time at some point. Sometimes being around people, it's like it could work both ways, Sometimes being around people, you get tired of it. You want to just be a little bit alone time. It feels, it's therapeutic when you're by yourself. But you need to switch it around at times. You got to have people too. You got to have friends. And the thing that's messed up is people, don't treat each other with respect, People get bullied. Oh, you're an outcast, you don't, you don't have friends and shit. And then that puts the person in more, in a more depressed state. Now, what truly sucks too, let's say you do have a friend, but you have nothing in common. You feel alone. It's not that you don't like the person or anything, it's just you have nothing really in common with the person. That person likes this, you don't like that. Now, of course, it's perfectly fine to have a little difference in each other, you know what I mean? Like, I like the color red, he likes the color green, for example. But you want to have someone as a friend that most likely relates to you, has your mindset. Like, for example, how I think of life, how we see what life truly is. Then when you have this one person that thinks the total opposite, you feel alone. And then that can be like a loneliness, state too, because you feel alone. You feel, yeah, he's your friend, but you have nothing really in common with him, So you feel like you're alone. You wish you could just have a buddy that has the same interest in you, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, because when you have a friend that relates to you, understands your problems, understands, what's going on and things like that, you feel less alone. And that's like therapeutic. And when you have a friend that has the total opposite, has nothing in common whatsoever, you feel, yeah, I'm his friend, but truthfully, I can't ever really open up my emotions to him because he just truly doesn't understand. He's on a different level. He just doesn't think the same as I do, And of course, everyone has friends like that, but you want to try to have friends that aren't like that. You want to try to have friends that are more in your bracket, you know what I mean? I know I'm not talking about money or anything, because I know that's what it sounded like when I said bracket. How I'm trying to say it as, you want to have a friend that has your interests or whatever, like things that you feel like doing, like that you're interested in. That you want to have a friend that has like that same mindset of what you do, you know? Another thing, you don't want to have no fake friends. You do not want to have no fake friends. That's the thing too. People are alone, people suffer from loneliness, depression, that they're so desperate. Any friend they'll want. Meanwhile, it's not even a friend. He could just be using you for something. Oh yeah, I'll be your friend. Yo, can you do me a favor? Could you fix this for me? Can I borrow a few dollars? Or that's just an example. And then the person's so desperate, and it'll be like, yeah, sure. I want to try to do whatever I can so I can have a friend. But the truth is, that's not a friend. It's just using you. It's just using you for favors, using you for bait. You want a friend that actually sits down, cares, listens to what you have to say about yourself, things like that. That's a friend. A friend that's by your side at all times, no matter what situation, Not a friend that's gonna, certain thing you do, and all of a sudden he's off, he took off, you don't want no part of it. That's not a fucking friend. And that's the thing too that I'm glad I just mentioned now, because when you're in a desperate state, and it goes like with relationships too, some people, I want a girlfriend so bad, man. Like we'll do the most stupidest things. For example, like you see this girl, asking you for money, all these scams and shits that go on, and you get stupid people out there that actually go along with it. And we say to ourselves, how stupid are these people? And yes, they are, but it's just they're so alone and depressed that they just want any company they could find. And the sad thing is, the company that they're finding is not the right company that they should have. They're bloodsuckers is basically what I'm trying to put that as. The sad thing is, and the cruel thing is, those people know that those people are desperate and alone, and that's when they take advantage of that person. And that person's just at a dark level that he'll just do anything, because he's like, it's just a risk to take, man. Well, the thing is, they're not even thinking clearly at all, to be honest, to really think that way. They're just, all they really thinking in their head is, I can have some company, man. Maybe this could work out. I can have a new friend. I can have a new girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. And then this is how scams go on. This is how all this bullshit, It's a sad thing, loneliness, People sometimes wouldn't understand unless they're in the same shoes as those people are. I have friends, but does that mean I don't understand? I still understand the poor people that don't have friends. People that get bullied. Luckily, I never had that problem. But for those poor people that do, it's just us humans. We don't treat each other with respect. We don't. We're only judged of what we have, judged of looks, things like that. What you're wearing, those are things that really matter in our heads, and it's all backwards, man. It's all backwards. It is. As cruel as we are to each other, we need to find people out there that we can interact with, people that have the same mindset as us, that relate to us, have things in common. That's the big key to loneliness, people that are alone. They need to find those right people. And that's the thing, they don't find those right people. They find all these other bastards, like scams and shit like that, because they know the person's desperate, the person's alone, the person's really got nothing to lose, so they take advantage of that, and they're the real pieces of shits. That's the truth. Comes to a point, we all need some peace, we all need some alone time. Eventually we get sick. It's like you need someone in your life, but at some point you need some space. But yeah, you need some personal space. We need alone time, but then we need interaction. That's how I look at it as. It's not how I really look at it. It's just a truth, That's how it really is. What we need to do truly is be more kind to each other, because you don't know truly what someone's going through. And that's the thing. People don't think. They right away just, go up to someone, do some stupid shit, bully someone, say effed up things to them, Meanwhile, what if it was you in that situation? Whatever that situation might be, Whatever that situation might be. People don't think, they just proceed. You got to proceed, but think ahead. And we're proceeding the wrong direction. That's what we're doing. We treat each other like complete shit. We have no sympathy for people. You know, the way life is, busting your ass, working every day, it's just the life we live. It's unbearable. It's unbearable. People just, a lot of people that don't have mental illness or really, don't, the blind people, they just don't see what certain people see. And then when, people want to try to confess and open up, they think we're the crazy ones, we're the stupid ones, or we're sick, whatever, you need help, you're not thinking correctly when, I don't know. It's not the case. It's not the case. It's true. It's the truth for how we're feeling, it's just they're not understanding our point of view. But the real key right here that I'm going to say, guys, if we all had respect for each other, we all treated each other nicely, be polite to people, and this goes for everyone, maybe this shithole could be a tad bit better than it is, Like, I'm not saying this, I'm not saying this place is going to be heaven. That ain't ever happening, unfortunately. Definitely ain't ever happening, because this ain't even going to happen what I'm saying now. We won't ever treat each other with respect. But I'm just saying, if we were to, it could help some things, it could help some things out, but it's a long journey, man. That'll never happen, unfortunately. That's just a waste of me even saying that, because truthfully, that ain't ever gonna happen. We're gonna continue treating each other like shit. We're gonna always be racist to each other. He's black, he's white, or he's a Jew, or whatever, And that's basically how we're gonna be viewed for the whole human race. Like, it's sad. It's sad. It really is. I mean, we don't treat each other with respect. Literally, someone's skin color is a problem. I mean, just think about how stupid that is for a second. Should it matter about the skin, or should it matter how the person is inside? That's what it should matter. But we don't look at that. What if the person's a good person? Nope, he's a certain color I don't like. So I don't care if he's a good person or not. His skin don't match my approval. Like, it's immaturity, man. It's immaturity. That's all I got to say to that. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is. But I'm going to be wrapping it up pretty soon. But there is something I would like to say to those poor people out there that do suffer from loneliness, don't have friends, feel like they don't fit in with the world, which I feel like I'm that too. I don't fit in with this place. But what I want to say to those people right now, find real friends. Don't just, since you're alone, let's say, don't just try to accept anyone into your life just because, you need a buddy, which I understand you need a buddy, but you want to make sure he's an actual buddy and not just some, user or some person that's not really a friend, just pretending to be a friend, You don't want that, man. You got to find the right person that you can relate with, understands who you truly are, has the same interests as in you, what you like to do for fun. And if he has the same, of course, you guys got to have something not in common too. I mean, can't have every single thing in common, but mainly you got to, feel similar, But, yeah, you don't want no fake friends. For example, if, let's say you're looking for a girlfriend wise, and you find, on these stupid dating apps, which I think is complete friggin' bullshit. I may make a video about that in the near future, but don't fall into the trap. They start asking what money, and you already know right there it's a scam. It's a scam, man. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. You want to find a girl, try to find a girl around here. At this point, who even cares, It's not real. I mean, that's another thing. I feel like relationships are overrated. That should be in another video, too, in the near future. I'm not going to really get in on that now, but But yeah, it's just what I wanted to say, But anyway, guys, love you, man. Don't make no mistakes. Find someone that truly cares for you. Find someone that's the real friend, the real deal. Whether it's a relationship or just a regular friend, whatever, Don't just be desperate because you're alone. Because I honestly, and this is the honest truth, I'd rather be alone than have a fake ass friend that's not a real friend. That's the honest truth. Sucks being alone, but it sucks having someone that's not truly your friend either. What's the difference when you think about that? I'd rather just be alone. Sucks, but why am I gonna have a fake ass friend that's not really my friend? He's a complete two face or whatever the scenario is. I'm just going as an example, but yeah. All right, that's it, guys. I'm gonna end it there, but yeah, don't make that mistake. All right, peace out. Peace out.